If you think about building an ADU in Southern California, you're probably focused on one big number. How much is this going to cost? But here's a better question. Are you budgeting for the visible cost or the hidden cost? Because most homeowners don't lose money on ADUs because of bad construction, they lose money because of structure. And the financial damage usually happens before construction ever starts. ADUs are one of the most powerful tools homeowners have right now. They can increase property value, create long-term rental income, provide housing for family, unlock underutilized space, and under California law, cities are required to allow ADUs in residential zones. On paper, it's easier than ever. And here's the reality in Southern California. Easier approval doesn't mean easier execution. Complex lots, aging infrastructure, strict local interpretations, or utility capacity constraints. That's where hidden costs live. I want to tell you about a homeowner I met not too long ago. He was a military vet, an ex-police officer, disciplined, responsible, structured. He hired a contractor to build an ADU on his property. The contractor wasn't properly qualified. The planning wasn't complete, the scope wasn't clearly defined, construction started way too quickly, and then it fell apart. Inspections failed, details were wrong, work had to be redone, and money had already been paid. Eventually, the contractor disappeared, leaving the project unfinished. When I met him, he walked me through the site. You could see the frustration. He said, "I just wish I had talked to you before I started." He lost thousands of dollars, not because he was careless, not because he was foolish, but because no one helped him structure the project before construction began. That conversation is exactly why I make these videos. Let's zoom out and talk about what an ADU actually is. An ADU, accessory dwelling unit, is a self-contained secondary living space on your property. It must include a kitchen, a bathroom, and an independent living space. There are four primary types. Detached, which offers the highest flexibility, but also the highest site cost. Attached, which is integrated with the main structure. Garage conversion often has lower site prep costs, and a junior ADU with the smallest footprint inside existing walls. Choosing the wrong type for your lot can add tens of thousands in unnecessary site or structural work. Let's talk realistic ranges. In Southern California, typical ADU builds fall between $150,000 to $300,000 for moderate builds, $300,000 to $400,000 plus for larger or custom units. Permit and impact fees can range from $2,000 to $25,000 or more depending on the size in the city. Units under 750 square feet may qualify for waived impact fees under SB 13, and that can be significant. But here's the important part. Construction costs is only one layer. The real cost drift happens in 5 areas most homeowners don't budget accurately. The veteran I mentioned earlier didn't blow his budget because materials were expensive. He blew it because the system was broken from the beginning. And once construction starts, leverage drops fast. Let's discuss the 5 areas that don't get budgeted correctly. Number 1, site preparation. Your lot determines your cost profile more than your floor plan does. Flat lot, lower risk. Slope lot, you'll need retaining walls, grading, drainage, and that adds up pretty quick. Soil reports can trigger foundation changes. Access constraints can increase labor costs. This is where $10,000 turns into $40,000 or more without a warning. Number 2, permit and impact fees. Every city interprets state laws slightly differently, and incomplete submissions create resubmittals. Each round costs time. Time equals extended overhead, expiring bids, and delayed income. Number 3, design and engineering complexity. Architectural drawings are not just floor plans. If you're not using city-provided pre-approved plans, you may need structural engineering, energy compliance reports, civil engineering, drainage plans, and utility routing diagrams. Incomplete plans don't save money. They delay pricing accuracy. Number 4, utility infrastructure upgrades. This is one of the biggest surprise drivers. Does your electrical panel have capacity? Is sewer or septic adequate? Will the water meter require upsizing? Utility upgrades can easily add $15,000 to $30,000, if not more. Number 5, delayed decisions. Construction rewards early decisions. It punishes late ones. Tile not selected in time, fixtures changed mid-build, layout adjusted after framing. Each change ripples into labor inefficiencies and rework. Here's the pattern I see repeatedly. Scope isn't fully defined, assumptions get priced, risk is built into bids. Homeowners compare numbers without comparing structure. Contractors protect themselves by adding contingencies when plans are unclear, and that's rational. Clarity lowers perceived risk. Lower risk lowers cost. Most budget explosions are not dramatic events. They're a series of small planning gaps that compound. By the time stress shows up, the damage is usually done. Let's stress test your project real quick. Category 1, site complexity. Do you fully understand your soil grading and access constraints? Category 2, permit confidence. Are your plans complete and compliant before submittal? Category 3, utility infrastructure. Have you verified capacity with providers? Category 4, design completeness. Are materials and finish levels selected before pricing? Category 5, contractor structure. Are you collecting bids with a locked scope or vague drawings? If you identify a risk in 2 or more of these areas, you don't need construction yet. You need clarity. In Southern California, permit approvals can take months. Incomplete submissions will double the time. Delays don't just cost time, they cost money through extended planning, expiring bids, and rescheduling trades. ADUs are powerful long-term assets, but only when structured properly. The veteran I met didn't need a cheaper contractor. He needed a better plan. Projects don't fail because of construction skill. They fail because of early planning gaps. If you're planning an ADU in the next 3 to 6 months, the smartest first step isn't construction, it's structure. Download the ADU guide. The link is in the description. At Easy Project Managers, we offer a project evaluation designed specifically to uncover hidden cost exposure before construction even begins. We help you clarify your planning and identify risk. There's no obligation, just clarity. Schedule your project evaluation today and find the hidden costs before it finds you.